everybody, welcome back to the first episode of the new year of FunnyGirl Abroad. I am okay. I'm okay. Don't worry. I said it wrong one too many times. I mean, this is the third time I'm starting this because I just keep saying the new episode of the first year. When it comes to Christmas, I have given you so many traditions from Sweden. Easy traditions, weird, like obscure traditions, traditions that are not really traditions, right? But I just thought were traditions, but they were not. You have your pick. You have your pick of stuff to choose from. But when it comes to the new year, I'm not gonna stick around in Sweden anymore. I'm gonna go to Greece this time because, I'm Greek, I know. And when it comes to the new year, I think we're doing a really good job in Greece. Not to brag, but our new year is really fun. I think that the new year celebration in Greece is particularly fun. I think all of the traditions are very much fun. And, I remember loving them when I was a kid. I miss them sometimes when I'm not there. And I think it's because, there is something in the New Year celebration that does not exist in other celebrations. It doesn't exist in Christmas, it's only in the New Year's. There is a factor there that we in Greece are particularly good at. Greeks are particularly good at this thing, and it relates to the New Year celebration, and it informs all the traditions, and that is superstition. It's the first day of the year, you gotta be good at being superstitious to come up with random, ritualistic, 0 sense, but let's do it anyways stuff for the first day of the year. It doesn't come out of anywhere. Not everybody can do it. There's a specific type of person that is good at that. In Greece, we are fairly superstitious. For example, we believe in the evil eye. The idea people send you evil by just looking at you. Somebody looks at you a little bit the wrong way, someone looks at you a little bit funny, hospital right away, right? It's is it obscene to believe that, people's jealousy makes your life actually difficult? People's jealousy creates actual problems for your life, manifests in real things, and gives you misery and bad times. Absolutely not. Of course it is. This is completely reasonable. Jealousy can give you tons of negativity, and not only mentally but also practically. Of course it's reasonable. It's 100% reasonable. What is obscene is going around and flaunting stuff around and being happy for people to be jealous of you and being like, yes, everyone's jealous of me, I'm doing so well. We're wise enough to fear the jealousy, okay? To fear it. The jealousy and the envy, and to try to avoid it as much as possible. But I think this is wise. Absolutely wise. I don't think there's anything obscene about it. Now, the idea that you can sort of cut circuit, is that how you say this? Let's take a shortcut and just cut through this whole problem by wearing special accessory. This I don't know about, it's just you have your special little accessory, your special little pearl or whatever it is with the eye inside of it. You put it on, you're like, what? Immune! I'm immune to jealousy now. I know, this is not D&D, this is actual life. I don't think things work that way. I can't get a cantrip for not being affected by jealousy. No, I don't think so. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that it takes a very special type of person to read meaning into stuff that have no meaning at all. And this is the kind of person that is a bit superstitious. The new year is the perfect ground for this. You start the new year, you just, everything has meaning all of a sudden. The day has meaning because it's the first day. So the first day of the year is not special at all, but it feels really special. The same way that, for example, the first number, the number 1 at the lottery is just like any other number at the lottery, but it feels so special, and nobody picks it. Nobody picks 1 at the lottery. Nobody picks 1 at the lottery. They think it's impossible that 1's gonna win because, like, it's 1, I mean, what kind of universe are we living in that 1 is gonna... No, of course, you're gonna pick something in between. Something in between has more chances. No, of course not. This is not the case at all. Every single number has exactly equally the same chances of winning, and 1 is no different. But hey, it feels that way. So why are we talking about it? I mean, why are we talking about it? How did I end up talking about lottery? It does make sense. Like, it connects somehow, right? Lottery, luck, first day of the year, bring in the good luck, like all of those things connect. All traditions have some type of, good luck related thing, but we have it on, okay? We don't have 1 and 2, we have the most weird sequence of actions that we do, but if somebody just saw this out of context, they'd be concerned. Okay, if you see a Greek family celebrating New Year completely out of context, there's a good chance you're gonna call social services. You're gonna, or maybe you will think you are watching some obscure, like, art performance art. Yeah, it's the other way around. One of the first things that we do in Greece, a tradition for good luck in the new year, is the onion. You gotta go and hang an onion. Hang it outside of your door. I have no idea how this thing came to be. I don't know if it has to do with vampires. No, that's garlic. My bad, that's garlic. No, it absolutely has nothing to do with vampires. Onion does nothing for vampires. They can put it in the salad as normally, doesn't make a difference. I wouldn't suggest defending yourself against a vampire with an onion. I don't think it would have been nice for me. Can you imagine if we had vampires in Greece and we were just like trying to defend ourselves with onions, like throwing the Greek salad to the vampire, hoping for the best. Cutting onions quickly, everybody's crying. And it's good they're crying because they're about to die also. No, we don't have vampires in Greece. I think they were mostly in Romania. Which is why I'm liking this type of expertise, I suppose. What I was saying, yeah, the onion. So, onion, so for luck and health and prosperity and I don't know, whatever else you want to throw in there, throw it. I mean, why not? And I don't know why this came to be. I think there is some symbolism to do with, like, it's about rejuvenation. Like the onion gets rejuvenated every time you remove a layer. It's not really rejuvenated, it's the same onion. It just has a lot of layers and you remove more layers. But I don't know, I suppose it symbolizes rejuvenation because of the layers. Here you go. It's a multi-layered symbolism, this one. Another thing that we do for the new year for good luck is to eat something sweet, and that is usually a certain type of cake. Some people eat different stuff. I think that people in Crete eat some bougatsa, which is the special pastry. Very delicious pastry. I mean, it's one of the only Greek foods that I've actually actively been seeking to find in Stockholm and have actually been getting for myself. But yeah, so I think people in Crete eat that, though I don't know how common it is. I think you're supposed to eat something sweet so that you have a sweet and nice year ahead of you. I really wonder if this thinking has ever worked, like if it has ever actually persuaded somebody, you know? Like, can you imagine you're around, it's New Year's, somebody runs up to you, they go, oh my God, you should eat this thing. You should eat this to have a good year. And you're like, seriously now? Like, are we serious right now? And they're like, no, but wait, listen to the thinking. This is sweet. So, if you eat this now, you're gonna have a sweet year. Like the thing that is sweet. Get it now? You know what? Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Get me a fork. But hey, that's the deal. We eat cake. This cake is a special activity because this cake has inside of it a coin. Combining this way our two favorite activities of the New Year's in Greece, which are eating and gambling. So you put those things together and you get the beautiful tradition of the Vasilopita, as we call it, which is this cake, and inside of the cake you put a coin. And whoever finds the coin is gonna be the lucky one of the year. On top of the cake, we usually write the year, you know, you write the new year, the name of it, you know, 2026, that's the year. But I think the main reason why we write the year on top of the cake is to facilitate one of the biggest schemes, one of the biggest schemes surrounding this particular cake, and this is when the parents are rigging the cakes. Okay, yes, it's corruption. It's corruptive. We're teaching the kids corruption is what's happening. And why are the parents rigging the cakes? So to make sure that their kid will get the coin. So you may ask now, how does this relate to writing the year on the cake? It's really simple. The year is what parents use to rig the cake. So you take the cake, you write the year, 2026. You put the coin under 6. Then you remember, the coin is in 6. The coin is in 6. You go to your kid, you give them 6. It's done. Sometimes you have to calculate backwards because you start cutting and giving to other people first, but it never fails. I've seen it work with my own eyes so many times. I tell you, this is a bulletproof method. The other thing that we do for the new year is that we turn off the lights to say hello to the new year. So the new year is supposed to be this hard reset, you know, this restart. You gotta restart the house. Now, where does this stop really? Where does this reset stop? Do you just turn off the lights? Or do you also have to turn off the Wi-Fi? Do you turn off the computer? Give it a chance to update? I suppose there's some kind of flexibility. You can stop wherever you choose to stop. Turning off the lights is also a very important practice for another reason, because in Greece, allegedly, this is the time when Santa Claus comes. Okay, Santa Claus doesn't come during the whole Christmas time. Not even during the whole night. You know, we don't even give him a night. We expect him to give the gifts out in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. As we're counting backwards, okay? We're going, all of us, you have 10, 9, 8, 7. Like, turn off the lights so we don't see him. 6, 5. I mean, that is insane. And nobody asks the big question, okay, fine, say that Santa Claus somehow managed to actually come to our house with all of our gifts, hide in the closet or wherever he hides, and then come out within 10 seconds and put the gifts where they're supposed to be. Right under our nose, by the way. Like, we're facing the TV, we're facing the TV, The Christmas tree is behind us. It has to be behind us. It can't be. If it's next to the TV, then we're done already. We're as good as done. But the tree is behind us, so Santa gets to come and throw the gifts under. Say this actually happens and this actually works. How on earth is it possible to do the exact same thing in all of the other houses throughout the world? I'll wait. That's why nobody believes in Santa Claus in Greece, because this is obscene. It was already a tough sell. Already a tough sell. One night, the whole world, the genie, the sleigh, the stuff. You know, it was already a tough sell, but we took it and made it impossible. 100% impossible. I am so upset because I didn't get to believe in Santa Claus because of that. Some families take this hard reset one step ahead even more, and they say, you know what, we've turned off all of the lights, everything. We might as well leave. Why don't we leave as well? This is the ultimate reset of the house. Turn off the lights, get out the door. Whoa. Now we press the restart button completely. Now we get in again. You get in. Whoa. I'm back home. I left 10 seconds ago, but like, I'm back now. You press the button, turn on the lights, like, whoa, this is my new house. It looks exactly like my old house, the one I had in 2025. But it's not, it's my 2026 house. It's a totally different house. There is something that becomes particularly important when it comes to the house, and this is who gets in first. How do they walk? How do they walk? Are they walking like, you know, right, left, or are they walking like left, right? Because that's completely different situation. We're looking at 2 different years ahead of us based on this very simple choice. You get somebody that you consider to be lucky in the house to walk in first. So they bring their luck with them. Right leg first, but then you can also put the left. But then you can also put the left afterwards, of course. It doesn't have to be only right. You can use your left leg. We're not completely crazy here. Just like we think the right one makes for a good start. Now, I don't know if this rule applies to also if you are, you know, left-handed. I don't know if there's customization in superstitions in that way. I mean, you know, if your dominant side is left, then it should be left. But like, I don't really know how this works. So you've done all of the things correctly. Hey, hello, congratulations. You did the hard reset of the house, you left the house, you've already put in the onion, you've hung the onion, then turn around, plot twist, back in again. Hello, I'm here, new house, new life, new me. You've done this, then you eat the cake and all those things. And then after you've gone through all of this humiliation ritual to hopefully get a little bit of luck this year, what do? First thing is to test the luck. So gambling, immediately after gambling. It's such a popular thing to do in the new year, to gamble. You know, people play, imagine it like adult board games. Okay, I think that's a very nice way. I think this is a very, very polite, perhaps a little bit too polite way to put it with gambling. But people are playing cards, all of those different gambling games with cards. I don't know, maybe poker or whatever else. There are so many of them and I know none of them. All of this is insane stuff, but it all together makes for a really fun evening. Now, of course, it's a little bit too late, but I'm sharing that. This is after the new year that I will probably post this, so I didn't quite give you the chance to practice actually doing all of the Greek stuff for the new year But you get to plan it very well for the next year, you know, start gathering onions, well, no, whatever else you need to do. So once again, I wish you a happy new year and thank you so much for watching this and I'll see you next week.